everyone is joining and getting all their sound and everything connected. Just so that you know, we'll have a sort of a series of presentations, and you're welcome to ask questions at any point during the presentations through the Q&A function, and we will try and deal with them either right at the end of the presentation or we might type the answer back to you to try and make sure that we answer as many of your questions as we can during this session. So this session is all about the different academic colleges to find out what degrees are on offer, what other experiences are on offer from the various degrees that we have at the ANU. That seems to be most people having joined. So my name is Frances. I work within the student recruitment team at the ANU. I have my colleagues from all of our academic colleges here today. So we have Kathy from the College of Arts and Social Sciences, Jenny from the College of Asia and Pacific, Rosa from the College of Business and Economics, Emily from the College of Engineering and Computing Science. We have Nicholas from the ANU College of Law, and Macca from our Colleges of Science. So I will reintroduce each of those people as they talk. We're going to spend about sort of 5 to 6 minutes or so on each college to give you a really basic rundown of what's on offer at the ANU. We welcome any questions that you have. You can put them into the Q&A section, and we will try and deal with as many of them as we can throughout the presentation. So I will start by just saying that all of us dialing in, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet and pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. We will jump straight into the presentations from our colleges. We will start with our College of Arts and Social Sciences. So we welcome Kathy.
Hello everyone, sorry for the little delay there. Nice to see you. My name is Kathy and I will be presenting on behalf of the College of Arts and Social Sciences. So I'm hoping you can now see my screen in its entirety. So welcome to this wonderful presentation from all the colleges. I'm thrilled to be the first cab off the rank. I'm going to be talking to you about my college, College of Arts and Social Sciences. What our college, or why to study arts and humanities and social sciences, summed up in one sentence, we talk about it being what it is like to explore being human. So we cover disciplines that look at human behaviour, the demographics, cultures, politics, being creative, and that's just touching the side, history. So I'll be going into all the many different disciplines you can study with our college in a bit more detail. You might be familiar with university rankings. There are a few different systems of rankings. The QS rankings is what ANU often references. Arts and Social Sciences is actually #1 in the QS 2021 rankings. And you can see up on that screen there, a lot of the disciplines that are on offer at ANU are actually ranked #1 in Australia and in the top 20 and 30 in the world. So I'll be going into these in a bit more detail, and also why this is a strength and what it means when you actually study here. So the nation's capital, national importance. So that studying at ANU means you are ideally located in the nation's capital and close to many national cultural institutions. Just a snapshot of them are featured on the screen here. We have Parliament House, and there's a raft of different ways you can associate and do internships at Parliament House through ANU. The top right there is the National Library, which is a fantastic resource for all ANU students. And down the bottom left, we have the National Portrait Gallery. And on the bottom right, we have the War Memorial too, a very big part of our history program. And all of these national institutions are rich in content that students are able to access. And also, as I mentioned, do work experience or internships at these organisations. I've put a little snapshot up there. You'll probably hear a lot about our campus today. We have such a beautiful campus. It is an absolutely stunning place to be. The pictures featured here on the top left is our iconic Canberra, the sort of the heart of the university campus, including new student accommodation, cafes, restaurants, study spaces. It's really state of the art. At the top right there, we have a brand new building that launched just last week for our social sciences. So a lot of our core discipline academics are located in there that you can literally go up and visit. There's also beautiful study spaces there. The bottom left is our School of Art and Design, full of beautiful workshop spaces that you can either take if you're studying our Bachelor of Design or Visual Arts, or the many electives that are on offer for all ANU students. And the bottom right is our School of Music, which is, again, we have a brand new recording studio that launched just over 18 months ago. And there's a really big focus for musical students to be able to record their own music digitally and really produce a digital resume by the time you finish, to be very employable and go straight to market. So all of these are hopefully visitable by you if you haven't already been to the campus. A quick overview on our particular college. We do have a large suite of programs because we do have offer a lot of huge range of disciplines. We have 16 bachelor degrees, 27 languages across our college and the College of Asia and the Pacific. We have 18 master programs and 5 graduate certificates. I'm only going to be talking about a couple of the bachelor degrees today, but I'm very happy to take questions at the end if you would like questions on other degrees. Here they all are, just listed. Hopefully some of the people on the webinar today are enrolled in these. From archaeological practice to classical studies, criminology, design, international relations, languages, political science, just to name a few. You can see them all listed there. Our minimum entry rank is 80, except for our design and visual arts degree, which is by portfolio and interview. And I'll be talking about one of those today. So certainly our biggest and most popular degree from our college is the Bachelor of Arts, a very well-known one. It's a very popular choice if you like to have flexibility, or you have a particular discipline that you would like to study, or if you like a lot of choice. So you don't, the minimum requirement for the Bachelor of Arts is 1 major, 1 minor. You can also structure it in 7 different ways. So you can do up to 3 majors, which is fantastic if you have 3 distinct areas you'd like to specialise in. Or the minimum, as I mentioned, is just 1, which means you can commence the degree as a single degree in your first year and try 8 different subjects, and you don't need to choose your major till the second year. There are over 50 different areas you can specialise in, including 16 languages. Demography is a new major that was added last year, and in my following slide will show you just the breadth and depth of majors and minors you can study in the Bachelor of Arts. Psychology is a major you can do. You can also do that through the Bachelor of Science, but you can do it through the Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science. The psychology courses are exactly the same no matter how you study that. Some famous alumni you might know: comedian Hannah Gatsby and ex-Prime Minister Kevin Rudd. So it's certainly a very well-known degree. It's a very popular choice as a flexible double degree, and it takes 3 years to complete. And a little snapshot of some of the disciplines and fields that you can study it in. Such a broad range. I won't read them all out, but hopefully there's 1 or 2 there that that catch your eye. And the best thing about it is that Bachelor of Arts students are generally really curious and take a range of different subjects, both through majors, minors and their electives. So the language majors you can do, we have 27 languages altogether. There is a Bachelor of Languages where you can study any one of those 27. In the Bachelor of Arts, if you wanted to choose a language to major in, these are the ones on offer for you. And the minors are on the other side of the screen there. So huge range of European, Middle Eastern, Central Asian and Asian languages to choose from. So the next degree I wanted to talk about is another popular degree, is the Bachelor of International Relations, which due to our close proximity, but also relationships with Parliament House, Canberra and ANU is obviously a very popular choice. International Relations is ranked #1 in Australia here at ANU and 9th in the world, so there really aren't that many better places to study it, should that be your passion. So the degree focuses on 20th century and World War type of international relations. It addresses contemporary issues, the global political economy, wars, as I said, and war on terror. Fascinating degree. So we have quite a large range of disciplines on offer in the fields of international relations, political science, and also security studies, which you might hear about shortly from my colleague in CAP. The differences between international relations and security studies, we often get asked, and I've popped them there up on the screen. You can study a language in either of them, but it is not compulsory. Security is a subset discipline of international relations. So if you want to go broad, studying IR is a great option, or if you want to specifically target security, then international security studies is a great choice too. So a few more little points there. There's case studies that focus in security and theory in the international relations degree. You can also do international relations as a major in the Bachelor of Arts if you'd like to mix and match a few more courses. The Australian National Internship Program, I'm also about to talk about, is very popular for international relations students, and I might just flick to that now. So the ANIP, for short, program is on offer for any enrolled student, not even just ANU students who has completed their second year of uni. It is particularly of interest for international relations students though, because of the range of partners that students can go and study with for the internship. So it's available to no matter what you're choosing to study at ANU. It's something to keep in mind for as you progress in your studies. You do need to achieve a distinction average to be possible for a placement. But the placements are a range of places, from think tanks to embassies to to Parliament House, including a very popular Washington DC placement, which is during Congress. It's a fantastic experience to be there right in the thick of key political times. So that's the Australian National Internship Program on offer to everyone. Just two more degrees I'd like to mention is the Bachelor of Politics, Philosophy and Economics, a very broad degree aimed at students. It has a 91 entry requirement who like to look at things from multiple perspectives. So it is a study of politics, philosophy and economics in equal parts, and you can do a fourth year honours in any one of those three disciplines. So in the political side of things, students develop an understanding of the nature of institutional arrangements, the manner in which decisions are made and their effects on people throughout the world. The philosophy component of the degree will teach students to analyse issues using ethical principles and evaluating human contact and social institutions. And the economical side, you learn how consumers and businesses make decisions and how these decisions determine the allocation of resources and finances. So a lot of politicians, funnily enough, have done this degree to have that really well-shaped and broad approach to decision making. And lastly, I would just like to mention the Bachelor of Visual Arts, one of our creative degrees, which doesn't have a minimum selection rank, but it is entry by portfolio and interview. So our School of Art and Design, I mentioned briefly when showing the beautiful facilities on offer here. You don't need to choose a major in the Bachelor of Visual Arts or the Bachelor of Design. And there are a variety of workshops you can see up on the screen that you can choose from to take classes in across all of them. So glass, photographics, sculpture, ceramics, design, textiles, art history and curatorial studies is a named degree as well. So in terms of getting a placement, you apply as normal and you will have an interview toward the end of the year. Yeah, so a beautiful, the School of Art and Design is certainly worth coming to visit if you haven't been there before. One event I did just want to leave you with, which is happening in just under 2 weeks. We are doing the ANU Hassan Languages Showcase in conjunction with our colleagues at the College of Asia and the Pacific. It is designed where you will see 5 presentations throughout the day, focusing on all of the disciplines on offer in the subjects of humanities, arts and social sciences, including all of our languages. So it's an opportunity for you to hear directly from academics, from current students, from alumni, and ask questions, you know, differences between degrees or opportunities you'll have within your studies here. So there's just a little 30-second video here I will play. Hopefully you can hear the music. It's very quick, but it just gives you a snapshot of what to expect from the day. And that's it from me. I hope you feel inspired. There are so many great choices at ANU, you really can't go wrong. But I've just popped up there our website, which you can get to from the ANU Central portal, but also happy to answer questions.
Great. Thanks, Kathy. We will jump straight into our next presenter. So Jenny from our College of Asia and the Pacific to take you through some of what they have on offer. So over to you, Jenny.
Yeah, thank you. Can everyone see and can hear me properly? Okay, here we go. Do they show up right?
We've got your presenter view at the moment.
This lab doesn't go to me too. Let me see. That's how it is, actually. That's fine. Let's kick it off. That's fine. Hi, everyone. I'm Jenny. I'm from the College of Asia Pacific, which is the other arts and humanities faculties at ANU. So let's quickly, okay, sorry, I think, okay, here we go. So I'm going to give everyone the very quick overview on our college, the highlights. So we're the first and only university faculties that in Australia that are dedicated to the regional studies and research. And we're also the home to over 300 regional academic experts, and which is most experts on Asia Pacific in the English world. And we also offer the most diverse range of Asian languages of all Australian universities. And of course, to be a regional specialized college, we have developed a wide range of in-country study programs for our undergrad and postgrad students to explore the region while they are studying with us, and which I'm going to talk into a little bit more in my later presentation slides. And here I also share some rankings which are related to our programs we offer at the college, which all of them has been covered in Kathy's previous presentation slides. As you can see, there's all the subjects ranking are #1 in Australia, and we have majority of the subject ranked top 20 in the world. And here I'm going to only talk about our 5 undergrad programs. So all these undergrad programs covers regional studies, area studies, security studies, and interdisciplinary research. For example, on the top left and through the Bachelor of Asian Studies and Bachelor of Asian Pacific Studies on the right, you will be able to explore these regions in the very depths from the various perspectives, such as history, culture, politics, linguistics, gender studies, and human rights. Whereas for the Bachelor of International Security Studies that Kathy mentioned the difference between IR and the security study, this program gives you an opportunity to actually dive deeply into the contemporary security threats facing the nations, international organizations, and the businesses around the world. That including the threats of military power, terrorism, counterterrorism, cybersecurity, food security, South China Sea, etc. So everything that you see on the news will get talked, and discussed in the class, basically. And for the Bachelor of Philosophy in Humanities and Social Sciences, in contrast, is a very research-focused undergrad degree, and we call it a mini PhD program at undergrad level. And this program basically designed for the high achievers who wanted to explore their interest beyond the classroom. With the new structure in place this year, students will be able to actually explore your interest through the diverse range of disciplines across 3 colleges, which will be including us, College of Arts and Social Sciences, which Kathy presented just now, and the College of Business and Economics. And so that's the first of 4 programs that we offer. And for this double degree, which is our 5th program we talk about. So this is the double degree, which is also the first and only undergrad double degree in Australia that has collaborated with a Japanese university. So this double degree provides you with a very unique opportunity to be able to study in Australia and Japan with 2 degrees offered by ANU and the Sumeikan University in Japan, I think it's in Osaka campus. So through the first degree Bachelor of Asia Pacific Affairs that offers by the ANU, you will be provided with in-depth understanding of the regional affairs, including all the topics that I listed on the presentation slides. I'm not going to go through all of them, but as a part of the RU program, for the Bachelor of Global Liberal Arts, you will, further develop skills to identify and solve the problems related to the regional issues through the innovative curriculum of liberal arts, the topics from the culture studies, historic studies, and science and technology studies. I want to also mention that for domestic students, you will start from ANU for the first year and then move to Japan to study on the Osaka campus for 2nd year and 3rd year, and then you return back to Australia to complete the Asia Pacific Affairs degree in your 4th year. And you don't need to both programs will be taught in English, so you don't have to know Japanese to complete this degree. But if you do, or interested in learning Japanese while studying this degree, which you can totally do so. And this program is also only available in the semester 1, which will be February intake. So another highlight of our program I want to mention is our study abroad program. So as I mentioned at the very beginnings, we offer the wider range of the in-country study programs, and because we believe that the best way to learn is the region is to combine the theory and the first-hand experience and to see the world with your own eyes and find your own voice to express yourself. So we have almost 30 programs in across 10 countries with over 300 students participating each year. And our program ranges from like 2 weeks up to a year. For example, if you do our Year in Asia program, it will allow you to live in the country for a year and study at one of our partnership universities. And whereas for exchange program, you will normally spend 3 to 4 months to study with another university and gain the credits that can be applied towards your program. And for in-country language courses and study tours, where you often probably spend 2 to 3 weeks traveling and studying at the destination university or with the academics accompanying you on your travels to the country. And all these programs, for the successful recipients of these programs, you will be guaranteed funding from $500 up to $5,000, really up to, it really depends on which program you have been offered to. And the very last slide I want to talk about is our languages. We offer the most diverse range of languages in Australia, and you can choose from this list of the 16 languages, which I didn't include literature Chinese here, but you can do that too. It's including 14 Asian languages and 2 Pacific languages. All these 16 languages can be done as a major or minor through most of degrees that are offered on campus. As a minor or electives. And if you wanted to master 2 languages, then you might need to consider to take a Bachelor of Languages. And in terms of the pre-knowledge, you don't have to have any existing knowledge about any of this program. You can start from the beginning, or if you have had some previous experience with the language that you wanted to study, all you need to do is to sit in language placement test during the orientation week, and the test results will just help us to determine the most appropriate level of language studies for you, and that will only takes about 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, it's a pretty casual exam, and yeah, so that's all my presentation. So if you do have any questions, feel free to contact us for the contact information here, or pop in your question in the chat right now, and I will try to answer them all. Thanks.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, if you do have any questions, please feel free to keep putting them into the Q&A portion, and we will answer them as the session progresses. Right now, we're going to go to our College of Business and Economics with Rosa.
Right, hi everyone. Is my slide up? Can everyone see okay?
Yeah, we can. Yep, now we can see your presentation. Perfect.
Fantastic. All right, so I'm Rosa. I'm from the ANU College of Business and Economics. As you can see, this lovely building here is actually where the ANU College of Business and Economics is. On a bright day, it turns red, and on a cold winter's day, it actually turns blue. So that's a fun fact about the college that you're going to learn first off. Okay, so College of Business and Economics, we get known colloquially around the university as CBE. What is the advantage of studying with us? Well, there is a very strong advantage for studying with CBE or doing a business program within your studies at university. Studying at CBE within the ANU, we have a strong international reputation. We have a lot of international students that join us that have gone out and worked all around the world. In the Asia Pacific, we have a very strong presence and a very strong reputation. We give a very tailored student experience to our students that come and study with us within their undergraduate degrees, and we offer some very good undergraduate degree flexibility. So you can study a double degree in a different range of business areas with another range of business programs as well, or you could choose to do something in another college like law, or something with arts and social sciences, or science, or even engineering. So really, business is a really great program to pair with lots of other things as well, because at the end of the day, a lot of fields in terms of monetization, you'll need to have some business brains to get that done. So we also offer very small class sizes at CBE. We are one of the smaller business schools in the group of 8s for Australia. So we generally have nice small tailored class sizes, so you do get that that attention from the academics, and we have world-class academics teaching within the College of Business and Economics. Most of our academics do hold PhDs, and a lot of them from very, very fancy and top universities around the world. An example of that is our Dean, Professor Stephen Roberts. He has a PhD and a master's from Stanford University in the US. We offer excellent facilities at CBE. So our building has been newly redeveloped within the last, 10 years or so. We used to have a very old building, and now we've fixed that all up. And we offer a lot of global opportunities as well. So prior to COVID, we used to offer a 2-week study tour every term. So 4 times a year, there would be a different global study tour offered, and students went to different places around the world, like the Middle East, China, India. We've even had a trip out to the Pacific, Italy, Slovenia, the US, and even Chile. So a lot of opportunities to travel while you're studying as well. The other good thing is it's a perfect balance of academic rigor and practical exposure. So ANU is a very theoretical university. Most of our courses are embedded in theory, but we also have a very practical side with us at the College of Business and Economics. As I mentioned, you can tailor your degree. So over 750 different degree options throughout the whole university, and you can choose that with business as well. So you could choose to do a single degree with us, or a flexible double degree with another college, or even 2 degrees at CBE. We also offer a range of master's degrees if you're looking to do further study later on. Some fields do require professional accreditation, so you can always come back and you can always do further study to propel your career. So within the College of Business and Economics, we have 10 main programs, but our most popular program is the Bachelor of Commerce, and you've probably heard of that. So the Bachelor of Commerce program, I'll go into a little bit later, but there are 8 different majors, but we also offer a number of those majors in a specialized degree option. Now, the main difference here between our specialized name degrees and the commerce degree is 4 additional subjects. So for something like the Bachelor of Accounting, you would do 12 subjects in accounting, so 12 specialty accounting subjects, and you would do 8 core business subjects and then 4 elective subjects. Whereas in something like the Bachelor of Commerce and you're majoring in accounting, you would choose 8 core business subjects, you would have 8 of your core electives. So if accounting was your elective, you'd have 8 accounting subjects, and then you have 8 elective subjects as well. So you can either choose to specialize, or you can choose to do the broader business program in commerce and sort of keep your options open and choose to study in different areas of the university as well. So it's very flexible in that regard. We have options for you to sort of choose. You don't have to necessarily lock in the first year. You can actually transfer in and out of those programs, because the first year is very similar across all of our College of Business and Economics programs. You're doing your core first year. So the programs that we have are the Bachelor of Accounting, Bachelor of Actuarial Studies, which will teach you how to become an actuary, the Bachelor of Business Administration, which I would say is our Commerce Light program. It's our Maths Light program, so there's not as much mathematics in that program. You will do a range of different business subjects in the Bachelor of Business Administration, a little bit of HR, marketing, general management. You'll do some economics, you'll do some finance, you'll do some accounting. You'll be a very strong, broad all-rounder in business. Commerce, you choose a specialization, so you are doing a broader degree with a specialization. So those 8 subjects in whatever you want to choose it in, and the 8 different specializations we have, I'll go through in a minute. Bachelor of Economics is a very specialized program in economics. Now, there's a number of different areas you can study in economics. Economics is a huge and wide, varied field, and you can actually choose to narrow yourself into a different field of economics. For example, there's a lot of subjects in monetary policy and banking, so you might want to take quantitative subjects in economics, or you may feel more like you're policy inclined and take more subjects in the policy space instead. So by taking a specialized program, you have more options to take those further subjects and have a deeper dive within that field. We have our degree for high achievers, which is the Bachelor of Finance, Economics and Statistics honours as well. That has a very high ATAR, but it gets you immediately into the honours program. It's for those students that are inclined to want to do research and go into a research program from their high school in Australia. So it's not for everyone, but it is a program that can get you into academia later on. We also have a Bachelor of Finance program. We have 3 different majors in that. You could choose a capital markets major or an Asian capital markets major, or choose to do the quantitative major as well. So there are different areas in each degree. You don't have to know it all now. Like I said, the first year is core business across everything, and you always have that flexibility to move in and out of programs. A Bachelor of International Business is our one program that isn't offered as a double degree. This is a very interesting program because you actually do 3 areas of study, including some study within the social sciences area. So you can choose a region to specialize in the Bachelor of International Business. That could be the Middle East, that could be Asia, that could be the Americas, or that could be Europe. Within the Bachelor of International Business, you would do approximately 8 subjects of language studies and 8 subjects of cross-cultural studies, and then 8 subjects of core business studies. So you're really learning languages, humanities, and business in a specific region of the world. So that one has become very popular because you're encouraged to go overseas and do an exchange in that region of the world while you're doing that program as well. Bachelor of Statistics as well. There is a huge amount of jobs growing in the field of statistics, data analysis. Statisticians are high in demand, very high salaries and starting salaries. We also have our Bachelor of Social Sciences joint program with the National University of Singapore. This is a very niche program. We only have a few students in this each year, but if you really wanted to study at the National University of Singapore as well, you do half of your degree with CBE and half your degree in Singapore. Okay, so like I was saying, Bachelor of Commerce, most popular program. A lot of students choose to do this with another course of study across the university, or even with another business program. It offers the most flexibility and diversity, and you can choose any one of those specialist majors as well. So you could do accounting, you can do business information systems. Those are both accredited programs, so you actually get an industry qualification at the end. Corporate sustainability, economic studies, finance, international business, management, and marketing. So very similar to the name programs that I just went over. It's just you're doing 4 less subjects than you would in the named programs. Our programs have industry recognition. For some areas in business, you need to have a specific qualification and a specific accreditation to actually be called that. So an example is accounting. You need to have an accounting qualification. So Chartered Accountants Australia New Zealand is probably the most popular one in Australia. So the CANZ, and the CPA Australia one is very well known internationally. So to become a CPA as well. So you would probably do a few more exams once you finish, but they are recognised, these degrees, with those accrediting bodies, so that you can actually become a practicing professional in that field. The Actuaries Institute as well has professional accreditation, very important. You have to go through your accreditation to become an actuary, and also the Australian Computer Society for our business information systems programs. Okay, so we are a practical college as well as being theoretical, and the way that we are practical is that we actually give you hands-on experience within your degree. So you can choose to do an internship within your undergraduate degree. I would highly encourage anyone that does an undergraduate degree at CBE to do an internship. It's probably one of the most valuable things you can do for your career. We have a team of career consultants that work in-house at the College of Business and Economics, and they essentially are a recruitment agency, an in-house recruitment agency for our students. They work to help you get internships, they work to help you get a job, they help with writing your CVs and selection criteria, mock interviews, all those types of things. So we really prepare you with those practical skills for the real world. The CBE internship program, our team go out and source intern hosts, which is very valuable because a lot of other places actually ask you to source an intern. That's very difficult prospect to do that. So we have the industry relationships. Each year we have over 100 local internship hosts in public and private sector. And a lot of the positions are actually paid as well. So you get a little stipend when you're doing your internship. An internship should last about 120 hours. So that's either 3 weeks full time, or you may do it for a day a week over a longer period, maybe a 6-month period, which would look quite good on your CV. The internship program is tied to a project as well. So at the end of your program, you do have to deliver a real world solution for the organization. So the organization work with our intern coordinator to identify a problem or a solution that they need, and then the intern has to come in and work on that project throughout their time. So it is a very meaningful internship. It's not just getting coffees and that type of thing. A couple of years ago, I've got 2019 stats here. So we had over 100 host organizations and 120 final placements as well. So the odds of you getting into an internship are very high because you can apply for the internship program over a number of semesters. We do expect you to have a GPA of 5 to get into the internship program. So making sure that you're maintaining your grades, and you can apply to be in the internship program after your second year. We also have the Momentum Professional Development Program. It's a mentoring program that we have with industry partners so that our current students can actually have an industry mentor. Mentorship is a really important thing, I think, in your career development. Seeing someone who's a little bit more senior than you and getting advice from them can be completely invaluable in your career and when you're starting out. I know it's something that I wish I had when I was graduating from university. So the college actually arranges this, and this is not a for credit program, but it's free of charge. Any one of our students can join. You learn a lot of soft skills in this program, so it's a really big value add. We have masterclasses weekly over a 3-month period, and these masterclasses are there to enhance your employability and your soft skills. So we do different masterclasses, things like building your professional brand, how to set your LinkedIn profile, how to network at networking events, all these things that you can't necessarily learn in a university textbook. We teach you these things, and then we pair you up with a mentor. So someone who's a little bit more senior, maybe a few years out of university, or maybe even a senior mentor. It depends on who you get. We'll pair you up, and then you will have to have that responsibility of meeting up with your mentor, but your mentors are there to help you as well. So you can ask them to look over CVs or give you advice, or get that sort of guidance that is really really invaluable for your career. Another one of our cool subjects that we have is a special industry project. So special industry project is a subject that you can take, and it's a bit like being a consultant on a team project. So essentially we have a client that comes in, they have a problem that needs to be solved. So these are some of our previous clients that we've had in. We've had Unilever, St. John Ambulance, National Australia Bank, and they will set a task for different teams within that class cohort to go out and find the solution for. And then at the end of that, they will actually implement the best solution. So it's actually real world solutions to problems. A good example of that is the Unilever special industry project that happened a couple of years ago. Unilever had to replace a lot of their fridges within the physical stores that they had for selling ice creams and things like that. So they wanted to come up with the most cost-effective rollout to remove those fridges and replace them with brand new fridges. And our team at CBE came up with a solution to that, and they actually implemented it, which is pretty exciting stuff, for a university assignment. Okay, so if anyone did want to have a chat with myself or my colleague Brooke, we offer digital one-on-one appointments. So just to sort of counsel you through your options, you can just take down that link just there. It's calendly.com/ANUCBE, and you can make an appointment to have a one-on-one session if you are interested. I'll pop that in the chat as well afterwards. Or if you just want to contact us via email, we have an email address for the National Student Recruitment Team. It's national.cbe@anu.edu.au. And I'll finish up for now and pass along to the next college.
Great. Thanks, Rosa. We're now going to go on to the College of Engineering and Computing Science with Emily.
Hello everyone. As Frances mentioned, my name is Emily and I'm from the ANU College of Engineering and Computer Science. We are one of the smaller faculties, colleges on campus. We have approximately 2,700 students, and that's made up of 1,800 undergraduate students, 600 postgraduate students, and around 300 PhD students. We have a very tight-knit group of students as well, and run lots of active clubs and associations for you to get involved while at ANU. A few examples of this is the Solar Car team. We have 50/50, which is all about achieving gender equality in STEM subjects, Engineers Without Borders, RoboGirls, ANU Rocketry, and the most recent addition is the new race car team. Next slide, please. Okay, so onto our programs. We do have 4 programs which we classify as computer science. They are the Bachelor of Information Technology, which is 3 years and has an ATAR selection rank of 80. This is a really good practical degree if you're interested in computing, and it will give you the skills and knowledge, not just what is current now, but also what you'll need in the next 5, 10, 20 years' time. We have the Bachelor of Advanced Computing with honours, which is a 4-year degree, has an ATAR selection rank of 85, and this program is a little bit more theoretical than information technology. It's great if you have a particular interest in an area of computing that you really want to delve in and explore into full depth. Similar to this, we have the Bachelor of Advanced Computing with Research and Development and honours. Again, this is 4 years in duration. The ATAR selection rank is a lot higher because this is one of our degrees for high achievers. The content is very similar to the Advanced Computing honours degree, but there are research projects scattered throughout and also 1 or 2 advanced courses as well. The next program, the final computer science program that we offer, is the Bachelor of Applied Data Analytics. And this is our most interdisciplinary program, which combines computation, statistics, and social sciences. And it's 3 years and ATAR selection rank of 90. For the 2 programs in computer science that don't have honours, you can choose to do honours if you do perform well throughout your studies, and there is a process when you're in your 3rd year to do so. So if you did want to get that knowledge and experience, it is possible. Onto our engineering programs, we have the Bachelor of Engineering with honours, which is again 4 years and has an ATAR selection rank of 85. We have a systems engineering focus on our degrees, which means that we teach you the whole picture. So for example, if you're working on creating a smart city, you'll be learning about the electronics, the mechanics, the materials, digital systems, countless different areas. So instead of looking at it from just one particular area, you'll learn to look at the whole project and be able to understand the components that make it up. And our last program is a Bachelor of Engineering with Research and Development with honours, which is again 4 years, ATAR of 98, and is for our high achievers. Next slide, please. So onto the majors that you can choose while you're studying. First of all, with engineering, you choose your major in your 2nd or 3rd year. 3rd year if you choose to do a flexible double degree. So there is no pressure to know exactly what you want to study before you commence. We do have a number of majors available at the moment, which are electronic and communication systems, mechatronic systems, photonic systems, renewable energy systems, and we have a humanitarian engineering minor. Next year, in 2022, we will be introducing the environmental systems major, and the following year, in 2023, we'll be introducing aerospace systems. We have a number of majors for the Bachelor of Information Technology, the Advanced Intelligent Systems, Cybersecurity, Data Science, Intelligent Systems, Information Systems, and Software Development. Our software engineering program has recently been disestablished, but if you're particularly interested in that program, the best option for you at the moment would be the Bachelor of Information Technology, majoring in software development. And on to our last grouping, which is a Bachelor of Advanced Computing with honours, or the Bachelor of Advanced Computing honours with R&D. We have the 5 majors listed: artificial intelligence, machine learning, systems and architecture, theoretical computer science, and also cybersecurity. Next slide, please. So I've mentioned that we do have 2 research and development degrees for high achievers, and you might be asking, why would you choose this option? What benefits will you get from the program? So as I mentioned, they're designed for high achievers that do want to be pushed a little bit harder while studying and challenged. There will be opportunities from your second year onwards to get involved in research work, and also challenge yourself with some of the advanced courses that are on offer. So both engineering and advanced computing R&D and the honours programs have the same core subjects. So it is possible, if you don't have the ATAR selection rank to get into the program straight away, there is that possibility to do 1 full year of study before transferring. And similarly, if you are in the research and development program and want to drop back into the honours program, you can do that as well. And as a research and development student, you will get to work with academics, and we do have a wide range of research groups within the college that you can choose to explore and undertake. You don't have to do all of your research projects in the same area, so you can try different areas as you progress through your degree. The approach to research and development is quite different and requires a lot of self-study and research skills. The biggest tip I'll give you is, if you are interested in studying one of our research and development degrees, there is a minimum score that you'll need to achieve to continue in the program. So we do have students that create study groups and help one another out to make sure that you are reaching that minimum for progression. Similarly, we find that quite a lot of students in the honours program wish to join those groups so that they can also get a bit of help from their peers as well, which is quite nice. Everyone helps one another out quite a lot with our programs. And finally, after graduation, you will be skilled to work in research and development roles in industry. You can choose to go into government, academia. There are so many different options. You are not limited if you choose these 2 research and development degrees. In fact, it will quite broaden the things that you can do after you finish and graduate. Next slide, please. So I've mentioned quite a lot that we do have a very theoretical approach to our programs and lots of opportunities to get involved in research, but we also make sure that we include quite a lot of practical experience in the programs as well, so that you really do get the best of both worlds. So some of the examples of programs that you can be involved in, we have Tech Launcher and Capstone projects, which are designed, Tech Launcher is for computer science students and Capstone projects is for engineering students. And what will happen is, if you choose to do these programs, you'll be paired with a company that will either ask you to design a solution or design a project. So we have a few examples on the side of the Tech Launcher programs. For the Capstone projects, we had students working with a Paralympian to create some prosthetics that were less uncomfortable for them to be wearing and competing in. So they were able to design something, implement it, and see the Paralympian actually compete using the prosthetics, which was a really rewarding project. The next one is research projects with renowned academics. So if you are interested in research but are not quite comfortable with doing a research and development degree, there are still plenty of options to get involved in research. So we do run summer research projects that students can take over December, January. You can always approach the academics that are doing research and ask if they want a hand as well. More often than not, they will jump at the opportunity to get some extra support. We also have humanitarian design summits with Engineers Without Borders. and global exchange opportunities, which currently are on pause due to the current climate with COVID-19. But as soon as the borders are opened again and we can travel, these will be back on offer for students. We have countless internships and career support available to students. We have a designated makerspace on campus and a student experience team that will help you with any of your concerns while studying. And that's all from me. If you do have any questions, more than happy to answer them at the very end.
Great, thanks, Emily. If you do have questions, please keep putting them into the Q&A and we'll keep answering them as we go, or we will try and address them right at the end, but we will jump to the next college. So that is Nicholas from the ANU College of Law.
Okay, hi everyone. I hope you see my slide. So I'm Nicholas from the ANU College of Law, and welcome to this presentation. So we are actually the College of Law is the smallest college of ANU. So if you are a Year 12 student and you want to apply to study law at ANU, you only have one option. So you have the Bachelor of Laws honors. It can be done two ways though. It can either be done as a single degree, which is a 4-year full-time degree, or it can be done as a flexible degree, which is a 5-year if you do it full-time. So flexible degrees, the opportunity that it's across ANU, so you can do 2 undergraduate degree and a lot shorter period of time. You know, obviously costs less money, and law can be paired with 35 different options. So essentially, it's everything that doesn't have another honors degree. So you can't do 2 honors degree as a flexible double. So you can do, for example, laws and a Bachelor of Arts, law and a Bachelor of Genetics, etc. So there's a lot of options for you to choose from. Now, the structure of the Bachelor of Laws honors at the ANU. So our course is, so you're gonna have 24 courses you have to complete as part of your program. There's 16 courses are compulsories, and you get 8 elective courses. So the first 16 compulsories, the first component, the first 12 courses are the Priestley's 11. So regardless of where you study law within Australia, you do have to see the Priestley 11s, which is 11 areas of law that are required to get admitted into practice if you ever want to become a lawyer. At ANU, we do teach those Priestley 11s of over 12 courses. And then after that, you'll have 4 more compulsory courses that you be doing. So for Nation of Australia Laws, which will be your first course you'll be enrolling into. So you get just kind of a background of what is law, how the law system, how it works. Then you will also see international law a little bit later on, legal theory and legal research and writing. Paired with that, you'll have 8 law elective courses that you'll have to choose from. We'll go a little bit more details on what are your choices. And if you decide to do the same goal degree, you have 8 elective courses you can choose. And that's actually any courses that is offered at the ANU. So if you want to do law, when you decide, I don't want to do a flexible double degree, for example, with arts, but I do want to do a little bit of philosophy because I'm interested in the subject, or even pottery, let's just say, you can choose one of your elective and study that as part of your single degree. If you do a flexible double degree, however, you don't have those 8 electives because your second degree that you're going to be doing are in a way those elective courses. So in that case, you're only going to be doing your 16 compulsories and your 8 elective law courses. So at the ANU, we do a lot of prospective students, the question that they ask the most often is what makes ANU different than any other university that, for example, has a similar degree. Besides the fact that we are top 20 in the QS ranking for law for around the world, so we're quite high in our ranking, and also you'll be studying in Canberra where obviously laws are being made. I think what is important to look at is your elective courses. Obviously the Priestleys, they will be thought a bit differently from one university to another, but what will make really some universities stand out from other ones will be the type of elective courses you'll have, the choices you'll have, and that's what's is the most important in terms of if you want to have a unique experience and have a degree that is really you. So at the ANU College of Law, we have many areas of expertise. So you can basically do elective courses in the areas of corporate and commercial law, international law, climate, environmental law, social justice, public law, law and technology, and constitutional and administrative law. So you're also going to have other options. So these areas of expertise have many courses. So there's not only one option. There's many options for you to choose from. But you can also, we also have like ad hoc courses that we do offer usually every year or every second year. There are really popular areas such as intellectual property, refugee law, federal justicial law, space law, and media law. So there's a lot to choose from. Now, as part of your elective, you can also decide to do a professional experience. So at the ANU College of Law, we offer two types of experience to our students. We offer clinical courses and internships. So you might wonder what is the difference between the two. So clinical courses is when we pair you with a small group of students, that we pair you with a convener, and you could do work with clients, with or for clients as part of the legal service offered by any organization. For example, you can go to the prison and you go with your group to the prison in the convener, and you can give legal advice to inmates. So that is, and then after that, you have to come, you go back. So that's about once a week. You come back on campus another day, you debrief what you've learned and what you've seen, and you have a bit of assignment to do at the end of the semester with what you, the experience you've had along, like in the semester. After that, you have also the second option is in internships that are a bit different. So in internship, you're by yourself, and you go to an organization, and you're being supervised by a lawyer. So you actually do work for a law firm. It can also be a government body or the government department or government agency. So we have a few different places that we do have. We have really high profile ones as well. And at the end of your internship, you also, or as part of your internship, you have to do a research project on what you are working on and what you've learned. So high profile internships, we, like I mentioned, because we're in Canberra, we do have a few self-arranged internships, or what we call college-led internships. So it's with our partners from the departments around Canberra, for example, the Commonwealth Attorney General Department, so the AGD. But we also have internships that are around the world, so not at the moment, they're all done remotely, but obviously as soon as the coronavirus situation resume, we are definitely looking forward to sending our students again overseas. So we have internships in Washington, we have a few internships in the Netherlands, in The Hague. We have an internship in London. We have a few, 2 years ago, we had 5 different internships around Asia. So in Singapore, Malaysia, there was also another one in London, but also at the, sorry, not London, at Geneva, sorry. Yeah, so there's, obviously these internships can change from year to year, but we usually use our international alumni that have gone back to their country, or even some Australian have gone overseas to work, and we do use those resources to organize internships each year for our students and have these opportunities. Now, international opportunities, if you, as part of your course, you also want to travel, there's different ways you can actually make your experience here a bit more interesting. We have last 2 years ago, we had 4 different summer courses. So during the summer break, instead of having a break, you can decide, oh, I'm going to do a law course, but I'm going to travel at the same time. So 2 years ago, we had a summer course in Alabama, another one in Geneva, one in Kyoto, and another one in Myanmar. So obviously these courses at the moment are on standby, but hopefully after the pandemic will come back. So by the time you actually get here and you start studying, probably will be all back up and running. And there's also semester-long opportunities. So that is offer to all ANU students, regardless of which program you're actually studying. We have here at university a group called Global Programs that they take care of the Global Exchange Program. And we have over 170 universities over 35 countries, so you can choose from and decide to go for a whole semester on exchange. And the beauty of it is that it's all because we facilitate this here at ANU, we help you along the way, so you actually don't have to apply to these universities directly, which it's so much easier for you guys. It's a lot cheaper as well. So other practical learning opportunities. So at the ANU College of Law, we do believe that if you want to just, come to class and just do your classes, you can do that if you want to, but I think that the more you do outside classes and the more you get involved, the more a better opportunity and better your experience here at the ANU will be. So we actually try to facilitate as much of external opportunities for you guys. Each year we have mooting. So if you don't know what a moot is, a moot competition is when you actually are pretending to be a lawyer. There is going to be a judge, and we have here at the ANU College of Law a brand new moot court that opened last year. And so you can go in there, which looks like a courtroom, and essentially you have been given a court case and you have to work on. There's a really big competition that is happens around Australia, so you compete against other universities around Australia, and there's also usually another one that is you go to Japan to actually participate is an international mooting competition. So it's very interesting. We also do mock trials, which is about the same thing, but it's a bigger, smaller scale. Hackathons, which is when you work on a legal problem. So, and you have to come with a solution, obviously using law. We have a lot of extracurricular programs, for example, orientation programs, that kind of stuff. And yeah, and we always come up with more and more opportunities each year. Student experience. I think at the ANU College of Law, because we are the smallest college, we have this opportunity to offer a little bit more, and we really focus a lot on student experience. It's very important for us. So here you, first of all, you'll get this new student orientation program. So before you even start, we'll send you a welcome email, and you will we will guide you through it. We have a pre-recorded induction session that you can do at your own pace, and which you have 2 or 3 weeks to do before you actually start your studies. So by the time you start, you know exactly what to do, what to enroll into, and where to get your student card and all that kind of stuff. So we really guide you along the way. We also have a peer-assisted learning program, so what we call PAL. That is a program that we have for our first-year students, so you can be essentially have a buddy from a later year student, and you can ask them questions, but also it's a way to meet also other ANU Law students later years and first year as well, and just chat and just to do something a bit outside the classroom. We have student society, so we are in a student association. So obviously we have a ANUSA law representative, and we also have the Law Student Society. These societies, for example, LSS, they organize a lot of little chats. For example, they will have like a judge coming in during lunchtime that you can just have your lunch and listen to someone talk about a subject or a topic. We have a lot of these along the semester, so it's very interesting, and you can just go to whenever you want. But also LSS do a lot of events as well, like social gathering and that kind of stuff. We do offer one-on-one appointments for our students' advisors, and normally it takes around a week to maximum 2 weeks to get an appointment, but normally within a week you can get an appointment. So we make ourselves very available for you guys. We have very fast email turnaround. Normally, less than 48 hours, you will get an email if you send us an email. So, and we really pride ourselves in our fast email turnaround, because we know that if you send us emails, because you need help. And practical learning opportunities via clinical and offshore courses, internship, and student activities. And that's all for me. So if you want to find out more, you can visit our website. Our website is law.anu.edu.au. You can also contact us by email, which is inquiries.law@anu.edu.au. So if you have any question, you can also give us a phone call if you want to. But yeah, that is all for me.
Thanks, Nicholas. And thank you everyone for bearing with us. We do have one more college, which I know several of you will be very interested in. So I'll get Maka to give us a very quick rundown on the Colleges of Science and of Health and Medicine.
Oh, sorry. Apologies. Apologies, I'm having a bit of issues with my Zoom. Sorry, I don't know why, but it's not allowing me to share my screen. But
Sorry. Do you want me to share mine, and you can just...
Actually, I think it worked now. Can you see my screen at the moment?
Yes.
You can?
Yep, we can see.
Yes.
Yep.
Yay. Okay, that is fantastic. All right, so I'll start from the very beginning. I think I just went, sorry about that. I'm just gonna start all over. Apologies. Where is it? There you go. I should be ready now. Okay, great. And I'm going to, yeah, all right. So I'll just go very quickly with my presentation because I am very conscious of time. So as you can see, I'm Makadena. So I'm from the ANU, the College of Science, and the ANU College of Health and Medicine. So welcome to this presentation. So I'll just go very quickly talking to you about our programs. Well, the first thing to say is something very important, that the College of Science has incredible prestige. So if you decide to come to the College of Science, you will actually be able to access first-class education with Nobel Prize winners, and a good example would be Professor Brian Schmidt, who's our current VC and who's a Nobel Prize in Physics. So you will really see like the caliber of our academics and our researchers at the college. So I'll go very quickly and looking at the degrees that we offer. We offer, of course, being the College of Science, being the biggest college, we do have a large suite of programs. So for now, and in being conscious of the time, I'll just focus on our flagship programs, which are the Bachelor of Science and the Bachelor of Science Advanced Honors. I'll be looking also at the flagship programs in the College of Health and Medicine as well. Firstly, I'll talk a little bit about the Bachelor of Science. As you can see, this is our flagship program. It's incredibly flexible. You can learn different things from everything from astronomy to zoology. There's so much you can do. You can take it as a flexible double degree. There's over 70 different majors and minors and specializations to choose. And it's a really great opportunity to experiment all of our labs, and which are state of the art, and be mentored with excellent academics and excellent scientists. You can go into field trips, you can study abroad, you can try an internship, which I'll be talking about a little bit further than the presentation. You can combine different areas. If you're interested in biology, if you're interested in physics, and you're interested in maths, even languages, there's so many different choices. And I will encourage you, if you're interested in looking at one of the things that we do, go into our college website and look at the different profiles and study student profiles that we have, because there's combinations for everything really. So as I mentioned, we have our majors. So we have a major will require 48 units. You can go from chemistry, physics, psychology, science communications, a really popular one, and mathematical finance and modeling. So, and it's, that will be the first thing to look. Then we have the minors. A minor have fewer requirements. And there's, again, so many different options. So you have from astronomy, biology, science, maths. I personally work at maths, so there you go. If you have any maths question, you can come to me. Computer science. There's so many different options. If you look at the Bachelor of Science, this is a little bit of the structure of the first 3 years. So I mentioned it's a 3-year program. You will be taking a course from science major in the first semester, and the second semester you can take a minor, and then you can take electives from different areas within the university as well as a science elective. So it really, the good thing about this degree is that it can take you, you can go really on a journey with the degree and see where it takes you. Some people start being very interested in chemistry and then end up doing maths, or they end up doing physics. So it's very incredibly flexible and therefore very popular. I will go now and talk a little bit about the Bachelor of Science Advanced, which has an honors component. It does provide the same flexibility. And in the 4th year, you will be doing intensive research in an area of interest, but you must maintain an average of a GPA of 70 in all semesters to actually get into the honors year. And if you don't achieve this mark, yes, they will graduate with the Bachelor of Science program, but not with the honors. And there's a lot of things you can do. You can either, you look into the website and see what are the different programs that different academics are, sort of projects that they're doing. And as Emily mentioned in her presentation, academics will jump at the opportunity to help you do an honors project with them. So yeah, as I mentioned, it's an extra honors year. It prepares you for professional life, or if you're thinking about going into a higher degree by research, or you're thinking about doing a PhD or doing a master's, then it's a great way to do it. And as I mentioned, it's a high ATAR. Now, I'll be talking a little bit about the Bachelor of Health Science and the Bachelor of Medical Science. The Bachelor of Health Science, it really is a pathway to medicine. So 30 students will receive an offer of entry without sitting into the Graduate Medical School Admissions Test, the GAMSAT, and there's some spots that are reserved. The offer to the medicine interview, because it's part of the Graduate Medical School Admission Test, is contingent on GPA, basically. Then the Bachelor of Medical Science, it has a different application process. You don't have to do a supplementary form to actually enter this program. It can be also combined into a flexible double degree, and it's a great way to look into medical research, or look into population health, or even science journalism or health journalism. There's so many things that you can do. It's not really a pathway to medicine, but it's a great base to apply for the ANU, for the Doctor of Medicine, which equips you for a career in medical research, public health, or health journalism, for example. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the Bachelor of Science with Psychology. So this one is a 3-year program, and it does have you can either, once you exit the degree, you can study, you can continue doing a postgraduate degree, or you can work. And then but the Bachelor of Psychology, the honors one, it's a pathway to become a registered psychologist. So it depends on what you're thinking about doing. If you want to become a registered psychologist, this is the course that you will be taking. So one of the important things to mention about the College of Science, and we have amazing facilities. So for example, we have Mount Stromlo, the Giant Magellan Telescope, which is 10 times stronger than the current Hubble. There's been excellent research on predicting bushfires. As I mentioned, you can look into our website. There's excellent reporting from the College of Science about the different things that we've been doing. We have an amazing science precinct with labs that support plant growth facilities, virology, immunology, cancer biology, and nuclear physics as well. So we really have state-of-the-art facilities if you're thinking that a pathway, or if you're thinking about thinking of science and health. We also provide a lot of field trips. Unfortunately, due to COVID, they haven't been happening, but we're very much looking forward to continuing these programs because they're amazing. We have the Vietnam Field School. It's a 3-week trip to learn about environmental development issues, climate change. You can go to the Kerala Coastal Campus and the Snowy Mountains. So there's a lot of things you can do. It's very hands-on. We also have the science, as I mentioned, I was going to talk about that, the science internship program. You can complete an internship as part of your undergraduate degree. It's a great opportunity to network, to gain some professional skills. And at the moment, we have interns in the Air Services Australia and Rio Tinto, Geoscience Australia, Questacon, and we're always looking at building more connections with industry, and it's something that we are focusing on at the college. So why science at ANU? It's a great question. So we have a lot of flexibility, as I mentioned, for the Bachelor of Science. You can study across different schools. If you choose to do a flexible double degree, you can take courses from the College of Engineering, you can take courses from the College of Arts and Sciences. There's so many things that you can do. You will definitely learn from the best because we definitely have an amazing researchers and academics here. And you'll be work ready because you can take an internship and get some practical experience. Now, in terms of employment opportunities, I will also recommend go and look into our website. The Career Wheel is a fantastic little tool that will help you decide what you want to do. And you can become a neurologist, marine conservation biologist, a researcher, and even, as I mentioned there, you can pursue a career that hasn't been invented yet. So the possibilities are really endless. And you can take further studies, of course. You can do honors, you can do masters, or you can do a PhD. We have here some stories about our alumni. Some of them are doing zoology, some are doing they're working with interdisciplinary students, working collaboratively. ANU Square One is a little entrepreneurship little company that Sasha Whittle has founded. And just some examples of the great things that our alumni are doing and that you could be part of as well. So thank you so much for this presentation. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us at science@anu.edu.au, and we'll do our best to answer as fast as we can. So thank you.
Thank you, Maka. Thank you, everyone who has spoken today. Thanks, Kathy and Jenny and Emily and Rosa and Nicholas. And I've forgotten somebody, I'm sure. So we have run significantly over on this session. If you do have any questions, I'm happy to give sort of 5 minutes of some very quick questions.